Hey guys, welcome back. My name's David Mathis. You guys obviously know that because you're tuning into my channel and hopefully you've watched other videos in the past. Today's topic I want to talk about is actually something that I kind of been thinking about for about a month or so now, and I actually talked to some good friends of mine and got some opinions on different ways to kind of go about programming my next training block right now that I'm currently in. And before I decided on what I was doing, I gave a lot of thought to doing a typical bro split. We all know what that is, right? Chest on Monday, legs on Tuesday, back Wednesday, shoulders, arms, etc. However you want to split that up, right? Basically the concept is working each body part one day a week and then repeating the cycle the next week. Well, how this really became popular was actually, late 80s into the 90s and stuff. You'd see certain bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders, go to this split. And a lot of people, and obviously they make great gains, right? I mean, they're professional bodybuilders. And so a lot of people adopted this split and thought, hey, this is the way to maximize the best muscle building potential, right? You hammer a body part, you give it so much time to rest, you hammer it again, give it so much time to rest. Well, what a lot of people don't realize about that is that bro splits are very, very effective for people who are on performance enhancing drugs, steroids, things like that, professional bodybuilders. The reason why it's okay for them is because they can recover, because they can really hammer away a lot of sets, a lot of volume in each session, and these drugs allow them to recover a lot quicker, right? What that does is it maximizes the muscle protein synthesis effect. It makes their muscles more receptive in a way to growth, to repair. Nutrients get shuttled into their muscles a lot more efficiently, a lot quicker, right? Well, the reason why this might not be good if you are a natural bodybuilder, which is what I aspire to do. I have a whole nother video that I'm going to make as far as whether I would ever do performance enhancing drugs and my thoughts on that. But this video in particular is talking about why bro splits are not the best avenue, the best route to go if you are a natural bodybuilder, male or female, or someone that's just starting in and lifting, and a novice, a teenager. Actually, novices don't even have to be young people. Maybe you didn't lift your whole life. Maybe you're starting in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. If you were just beginning, you're a novice. And this is why you should not do bro splits, the typical one day a week body part. As a natural, what we need to do, because we do not have the drugs to kind of mimic that, that effect that breaking down the muscle has and repair, we need to do it more often, right? So what we need to do is we actually need to program it so that we're hitting each body part at least twice a week. And I say that, and what I mean by that is each major body part, each big group, and that's going to consist of your legs, your chest, your back, your shoulders. I actually think that body parts such as your biceps, your triceps, your calves, your glutes, even though they are a big muscle, I think they can be worked a lot more often than 2 times a week if you program correctly, right? So what you want to do is you want to either come up with your own program, or there's plenty of templates out there, free or to pay with. Some people that are really good at creating templates for you to follow is Dr. Lane Norton. You can go to his BioLane website, and there's workout builders there. Great articles to check out would be from Greg Nuckols. If you guys are not subscribed to Mass, the monthly application for strength sport, do so. You can go to actually lanemass.com, L-A-Y-N-E mass.com, and go through there. It's a monthly subscription. It is well worth your money, guys. Trust me, if you have any sort of interest in becoming the best you can be, understanding the latest and greatest research out there, Dr. Eric Helms, Greg Nuckols, Dr. Mike Zordos, they do a fantastic job with this monthly newsletter. What they do is they take studies and they break them down so that people that are not very scientific, don't have a very scientific background, they're able to understand it more and take the information and assimilate it into their own programming and training. You can also find good coaches out there. I provide coaching services. There's plenty of people who I would recommend to you guys as well. But the fact is that having a program set up that optimizes the maximum volume per week for each body part is very, very crucial, right? And you also have to be able to program enough recovery, because as a natural, we are not taking those drugs that are very effective for professional bodybuilders, right? Those drugs that allow them to hammer out 30, 35 sets per body part 1 day a week and maximize the potential out of it for growth and for recovery. So what we want to do is we want to do what's called periodization. And there's very, very numerous forms of periodization. There's daily undulating periodization, there's linear periodization. Like I said, go check out Mass, go check out guys like Greg Nuckols, Eric Helms, Dr. Lane Norton, some of the best in the industry that I've personally used, friends with, mentored by, and learn about why periodization is so crucial into your programming, right? I don't care if you're bodybuilding, if you're powerlifting. If you are a natural, you need to take steps that are going to maximize the most potential, right? And a lot of times you see in the magazines, because all growing up, right? 90s, even in the early 2000s, before the big YouTube, internet craze hit, mostly we got our information from magazines, right? Muscular Development, Men's Health, Flex, so on. And you'll see these routines that professional bodybuilders list in there and the things they eat and all this stuff, but what they don't take into account is the fact that 90% of the people that are reading that are not going to be taking the drugs, the hormones that they are taking in order to maximize that split, maximize that diet, and get the rest and recovery needed. So I had played around with a little bit the thought of doing a bro split, just hammering away, having the most recovery and everything. And then I started talking to some people, did more research. As many of you guys know, I'm actually going back for my master's from University of South Florida in exercise physiology and nutrition. And just the more I talk to people that I respect in the industry, the more advice I get, the more studies I see, the bro split needs to die, okay? I'm just gonna flat out say that. The bro split needs to die if you are a natural lifter. You need to be concentrating on periodization, getting the maximum effect from each training session you can. Doesn't mean you have to go in and hammer 20 sets on each body part 3 days a week, right? You need to come up with what is your minimum effective volume and maximum recoverable volume. And actually, Dr. Mike Israetel talks a lot about this. If you're not following Renaissance Periodization, do that as well. A lot of great information. But you need to find what works for you, right? How many sets and at what intensity per session is going to give you enough benefit to stimulate muscle growth, right? But also not be too much to where you can't recover, to where 48 or 72 hours later, you go back and hit that same muscle group. And you can vary the intensities. Some days you can have a strength day, maybe 5x5s. One day you can have a power day where you do more kind of dynamic speed stuff, maybe like 8 sets of 3, a little bit lower intensity, working on speed stuff and recover. And then you can go into a hypertrophy day as well. You know, the 8 to 12 typical bodybuilding type routine. All of these ways are effective, and as a natural, I think you need to take more advantage of this instead of looking towards the Mr. Olympias, the Arnold competitors, and doing what they do with their 1 day a week body part bro split. Do I think it's the most horrible thing in the world? No, I don't. I think that for everybody, you need to find what works for you, right? Maybe some of you guys as naturals can do that. Maybe it stimulates enough for you. For me, I know that a major factor in not doing a bro split is also the fact that I love to squat. I love to deadlift. I love to bench press, do shoulder press. I love to do all this stuff. And the thought of only doing it 1 day a week, doesn't cut it for me. I want to get in there. I want to hammer it out. I want to be methodical, though, with my training, right? I want to make sure that I'm planning each day specifically for what my goal is and making sure that I have the maximum amount of recovery available, too. But I can't just go in there and hit a body part 1 day a week. I want to hit it multiple times a week. I love training. I love not only the physical but the psychological effects that it has. And to me, just sitting around waiting a week to do squats again just isn't, it's not really that appealing to me. So it might not be to you either. So these are just a little bit of tips. I just kind of want to keep this video short. Go check out some of the people I talked about in this video. My mentor, Dr. Lane Norton, has got amazing information on his BioLane site. Eric Helms, Greg Knuckles, Dr. Mike Zordos, Dr. Mike Isertel from Renaissance Periodization. There's a lot of great people out there that I would personally vouch for and be willing to recommend you to go follow some of their information so that you're getting the right information, right? Because that's my whole goal here. Not only do I want to present you guys with the right information from other people and other studies that I've learned, the stuff that I learned personally through my program, through working with Dr. Lane Norton, through working with some of these top coaches, bodybuilding coaches and influencers in the industry, I want to present that to you so that you guys have the best information out there possible so you can be efficient in your training, your nutrition, and your approach. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You guys always have so many options out there on YouTube, and you chose to choose me to listen to. I will have another topic out here pretty soon in the next few days. Keep the lookout for it. If you like this stuff, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. Just really want to get myself out there and be able to help you guys and maximize the exposure and be able to get enough good information out there so that you guys are not lost and wandering around in the dark like I was for many years, right? You guys have a great day. Go get your training in. If you have any coaching or nutrition programming requests, please email me, mathasfitness@gmail.com, MATHAS fitness@gmail.com. You can find me at Mathas Fitness on Instagram, my Facebook page, Mathas Fitness, or my personal page, just David Mathas. So you guys have a great day. I look forward to bringing another video to you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.